Netflix has games. Not a lot of people seem to know this, but the subscription service now has close to 100 games to download and play on mobile and tablet devices. Even multi platform games like GTA San Andreas and Hades are now included as part of this catalog, further blurring the line between mobile and PC console games. Studios like Ubisoft are even developing games exclusively to be added as part of Netflix's catalog. So, in this video, I try 5 games chosen randomly from the Netflix games catalog to see whether the service is actually worth the price of admission. First up is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Small, a tactical shooter developed by Ubisoft exclusively for Netflix. It is essentially a simpler version of Ubisoft's popular game Rainbow Six Siege. You get the usual assortment of objectives like defusing bombs, rescuing hostages, and so on. You can control a squad of operators, each with their own unique abilities. And true to the original game, the environment is mostly destructible. This is probably going to appeal to a very niche audience, but for those who enjoy such games, it does have a lot of depth. Then we have Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals. This was released soon after Netflix acquired the developer Night School, so it is now a Netflix studio. The game is also available on other platforms, so it is weird to see Netflix listed as a publisher on Steam. The game itself has received good reviews and is similar to the first one, where you investigate a spooky town where something has gone wrong. The game places a heavy emphasis on dialogue, and your choices affect the outcome of the story. After that, I don't know why, but I tried Football Manager 24 Mobile. I know very little about football, but I've seen trailers and articles about this franchise for so long that I finally decided to see what the fuss was all about. Then I spent the next 10 minutes going through a number of screens where I ended up choosing to manage Manchester United with no idea of who the players were or whether I was making any good decisions. I just wanted to go through one match. And eventually I managed to watch a match which ended in a draw. I guess if I actually take the time to learn how to play this game, it would be quite enjoyable, but even then I would prefer to play something like this on a PC with a mouse and keyboard. Then I tried Asphalt Extreme and I was quite comfortable here, if only because I have been trying Asphalt games on and off again for quite a few years now. I used to install Asphalt games as a benchmark to check my phone's performance, but never really got invested in the actual gameplay, mostly because I was happy with racing games on my console. Asphalt Extreme, however, seems very much like a game that I would enjoy playing whenever I have to wait for a few minutes somewhere. The races are quick and easy, and the progression system is deep enough to keep playing for days together. And finally, I tried Lia's Horizon. It is a gliding game with a unique set of touch controls that take some time to get used to. You can either glide along in the open world or complete certain challenges to progress. This game is great for some peaceful exploration, although you can make it quite challenging and stressful anytime you want. That's just a small slice of games available on the Netflix catalog. As mentioned earlier, there are a few multi-platform games available here as well, but if you already own a dedicated gaming machine like a console or PC, I don't see why many people would want to play the mobile versions instead. I like mobile games when they are built specifically for mobile, like Lia's Horizon. Bringing scaled down versions of AAA games to mobiles just doesn't seem like a good idea to me, but that's just me. On the whole, I would say do not buy a Netflix subscription purely for the games, but if you watch a lot of content on Netflix anyway, then think of the game's catalog as an added bonus.